Oh my god, my microphone was muted and I'm sat here chatting my little head off. So I'll start that again. Hello Francie, hello Babs, hello Melissa and Christy. Hello Alicia, I haven't seen you in ages. Thank you so much for stopping by, and it's amazing that you're getting to go to Disney World with your church. Hello Rhonda, thank you for being here, my lovely. Hello Pam. Hello Regina, thank you for being here. Gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you're doing well. What I was saying, whilst I was muted, was that we have this lovely Tranquil Gardens, which is the free gift from Hunkydory at the moment for being a Diamond Club member. Actually, have a little bit of wet the whistle because I'm getting to that age, you know. I'm getting to that age where I need to do these things, and I picked up absolutely everything I need except for the card blank. So I will have to grab a card blank in a minute. As you can see, I have some things sat here that are going to go lovely with this. But I'm sure you can all see that just underneath here is a big brown envelope, which has also come in from Hunkydory. So this is this bi-monthly magazine. Hola! Welcome on in, my darling. I hope you're doing well, my sweet darling Delise. I hope you are doing well. Nice handwork. Oh, nice handwork. So we'll give it some of this. Ooh, we'll give it some handwork. Ooh. I don't know if that's right or not. But either way, we have this lovely magazine. I think it's the bi-monthly magazine from Hunkydory. I don't know what's in it. I was on a live with some of you lovely people earlier on who were all trying to convince me to open it. Hello Emma, welcome on in, my darling. Which I'm now being told, you know what, I actually heard you say that in my head in your voice, Delise. That's bad. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. So we're going to see. Hello Trudy, welcome on in. I hope you are doing well. It's so lovely to see you. I'm just going to actually open it because all I've got is a Spanish accent in my head going, open it! Oh, holy fig moly. So, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. So, yeah, wow. So we have a Christmas Wishes Moonstone die. How crazy is that? And we've got a Cherished Christmas collection. So we have some, I don't know if that's just the one thing that's the wrong, oh my holy frig moly. Right, okay. So these are the toppers for the Cherished Christmas collection. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited to be here. It's amazing to have you. Wow. And these are just as good as the stuff that came in the Christmas blockbuster, guys. Oh my god, I love the shape on that. That is gorgeous. And look at, oh wow, okay. So we've not just got cardstock in here. Oh my frig moly. So we have all of this gorgeous cardstock. Look at the foiling on that. Oh, you can see the foiling on that one too. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. I'm actually really, oh wow. That would look lovely as a cracker. Gosh. Wow, I'm so glad I waited to open this with you guys. The artwork on these is just, okay. Look, there's Christmas dinner. I'm done. Can you turn yourself up? Can I? That is a really good question. What I can do is microphone out completely, so apparently I can't turn it up. Oh my god, hello Gwen, welcome on in, my darling. I hope you're doing well. I think Gaz is giving ECR a run for frick moly. Yeah, I am giving ECR a run for her money with the made up names. Let me see if I can adjust the gain on this microphone, because apparently trying to physically move it is not happening. So let's see. Where are we? Properties. And I don't know what any of these things mean. So I'm not going to press buttons. I'm just going to have to be a bit louder. How's that? I'll just be a bit louder. Let me see actually. Can I adjust anything on the computer settings? Where are we? Computer settings. Open volume mixer. Which is that? That's just really weird. I can't do anything other than what it is already. So I've tried everything. I will scream and shout. How's that? I'm happy with this. This is Christmas dinner sorted. And let's just turn that a little bit there for as well, because you guys can't see me. Haha! Now you can see me. Oh, we've got this lovely robin paper. That's quite lovely. And then we're back there. So that's with the cardstocks. And look at these. Oh, these are double-sided papers, girls. Oh my gosh. It is a beautiful collection. In the illustrious words of our friend Joe, wowzers trousers. It is wowzers trousers. Not on up. Francie. We can please enunciate. Right, give me 1 second. I'm going to try this. So let's see if I can make this thing happen. Okay.
I'm going to try adding another... Oh dear, what was that done? Oh dear. Better! This is better. Right, okay. I'll just leave it at that then.
Right, I'll turn that off and that'll be fine. Excellent. Wonderful. We're all happy. So, okay. Wonderful. So we've got this lovely snowflake paper, and on the back of there oh my gosh, I didn't realise it actually had proper snow paper. What is the weight on those papers? And so these ones are for layering. Gwen, sorry, my poor brains ran away with me. So these are for layering. So I'd probably say these are about 170, something like that. They're quite sturdy, but they are for layering. And we've got, oh wow, the poinsettias. The poinsettias, darlings. And we've got the lovely, gingham on the back. And then we've got the same with this one, with the lovely gingham. See, I'm trying to rush through these because I want to get to this acetate. Look at the acetate! Right, let's get a piece of white paper behind that so you guys can see that properly. This foiled acetate is gorgeous. Oh, now I've got the echoing tunnel thing. Okay. Let me see if I can hide that. Is that better? Is it better? So we shouldn't have echoing, and you should still be able to hear me pretty loudly. Is this a thing? If you can let me know, because, yeah. Wonderful. Excellent. Fabulous. Wonderful. No echo, and I'm loud enough for everyone to hear. Wonderful. And then we've got this lovely... Oh, I like this. This is pretty. So you could colour in the backs of that with some green and red alcohol markers, and that would be gorgeous. I like that. I like that. That is a lovely collection. And that is what you're getting for free in the this month's Hunkydory magazine. I can't believe that. So this will be coming up shortly because I subscribe, so I got it a bit early. I don't know if I'm allowed to be showing it to you or not, but whoops. I did. I'm not. Well, I can give you a quick flick through the magazine. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because, you know, it kind of defeats. So we've got some cool little... Oh, wow. I'm going to show you just a few of the little bits because I don't want to get into trouble for showing everything. because, you know, I got this a little bit early because I subscribed to the magazine, and this is something that I actually pay for. So, because I started it before I became a member of the Hunkydory design team. So if there are some of you who are new here, which I think some of you are, I am a member of the Hunkydory design team. You probably will see some of my card samples floating around on Hobby Maker and on Hunkydory Craft TV. They call me Gareth on there. But obviously on YouTube I've been handcrafted by Gaz for as long as I can remember, so I just kind of stick with that here. And we've got all of these cool bits. I don't want to kind of show you the whole thing because I don't want to get into big trouble. I don't know if I'm even going to get into trouble for showing you this because, like I say, I'm a subscriber. I get it a little bit early. So these will be launched probably this week on Hobby Maker and on Hunkydory TV. I'm not sure what the offer... Oh, Gareth sounds like a proper gentleman. Well, I'm not a proper gentleman, that's a lie. I'm not sure what the offering will be to the American guys with regards to the tariffs and stuff. I'm not 100% sure because the dye is, I believe, is produced in China, but all of the paper stuff is all produced in England. So I'm not 100% sure on what that kind of thing is. So I can only apologise that I don't know that. But that's that out of the way, because I'm not going to get into any more trouble by saying anything or doing anything that I shouldn't be saying or doing. So I'm going to bring in the lovely Tranquil Gardens. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here to do. I just need to grab my card blanks. So I actually bought a lovely pack of 8x8 card blanks. So I'm just going to pop that out, and I'm actually going to make this in the format of a 7x7 card, because that's what I'm feeling today. So I do have a little plan. I've got some lovely gold mirror just here as well. As you can tell, I've got a plan. So this is a curved edge die from my stash. This isn't a Hunkydory product. I quite frankly can't remember where it came from. I think we all have that issue where we have all of these things in our stash that Kaz is feeling 7 squared got it. Oh my gosh. Are we allowed to subscribe to that magazine? Trudy, if you're in the United Kingdom, you can. I believe if you are further afield, it is something that you have to buy on a monthly basis if it's still being offered because of the tariffs. I'm not 100% sure. So yes, I'm going to cut this down. I'm just going to bring in my little paper trimmer, and we're going to trim it down to 7x7. So I'm just going to take that extra inch away on both sides. And that should just detach that. Marvellous, marvellous. Oh, and my little scrap bag has disappeared down there. So we have our 7x7 card blank to start with. And you're in the US. Oh, I'm afraid you won't be able to subscribe to it then. But I believe there are offerings from a few companies that do import it. I'm not, again, with the tariffs that have come into place, I'm not entirely sure what the whole thing with that is. Do I go with black or should I just use gold? I'm going to use gold. Come on, let's just be naughty. I'm just going to be super naughty. So we've got 7x7, and all I'm going to do is take it to that second notch just below the 7, because I only want it to have a teeny tiny little outline. I don't want a huge outline. And I'm going to do that to that second notch just below the 7 again. I'll put my little offcuts over there. And we have a really lovely thin outer edge there, which is gorgeous. And because I am being super duper frugal, I am going to gut the centre of my card, because you know this stuff costs money. Your reflection in that paper looks like Van Gogh. Oh, thanks. Does that mean like my nose is over here, my eyes are down there, my mouth is on the back of my head? I am awful. Right, so we shall have that, and I'm just going to use, because I need to get, I'm using up my Collal glue at the moment, because quite frankly, it's a very good glue, I do like it, but the only issue I have is that the strong smell that comes from it sometimes gives me headaches. Van Gaz. I don't know what I don't know what I'd look like as a Van Gaz. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. Right, so I'm just going to line that up with the edge there, and we should have a super cool. Wow, I actually really like how that's turned out, because it's got such a really thin edge around the outer side there. And again, because I've used my Collal, you have both your ears, so definitely not Van Gaz. It's very true. The Tranquil Gardens collection is selling fast. Wow. Well, it's a free gift, my darling, so you don't need to worry about it selling fast. It's a free gift as long as you place your order with Hunkydory. You get it, and you're a Diamond Club member, which I'm not sure people in the US if they can or not. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry. We should change that, Rhonda. Somebody get Aaron and tell him to bring scissors. How well, Aaron is gone out for the night. So Aaron's not here. Aaron's not here. So, I actually want to use those and that lovely piece of card just there. I haven't even talked you through this set. So this is one of the card pieces, and yes he did. I did. And we've got these lovely toppers. I'm going to be using these toppers and this piece of card to make my card, because I think it works really well with what I'm going for. So I'm just going to pop that to the side for now, and we're going to look through the rest of the toppers and such that are in here. So we have Perfect Peonies, which I think is really, really pretty. And I do love how these corners are like kind of cut out. I love how with a lot of them, the thumb gesture. I love how they do these kind of really fun, like different shapes with the toppers. They are so gorgeous. It is genuinely so gorgeous. And if you have a scan and cut like I do, you can just draw around the inner edge of one of those, and then you can put it into your scan and cut, and then you've got like a set of nesting dies in that shape in your scan and cut forever, which is great. We have the lovely cardstock that comes with it, and you can see that gorgeous like edge foiling. So cute. The frames are gorgeous, I do have to say. And I'm not usually a hydrangea person, but these look really cute with the little butterflies, and I love the little like kind of the little hint of foiling just going along the bottom there. Totally gorge. And again along the top here, and we've got all the lovely flowers that go along the bottom. This looks... No, it doesn't. No, it can't be. No, it's not. I'm just going off in my own brain thinking, what's this by here and there? And no, it's fine. My hydrangeas are just now in bloom. That is so cute. And I love this with that for it, because you could just cut that off, use that for a card, and then you've got this for a matte and layer. So many cool things that you can do with the cardstock on these. And then we have like the similar of that one, but with the non-foiled. Oh, they do think of everything. They do. And then we've got the nice little butterfly corner, and we have that lovely bit of cardstock just there as well, which I think is gorgeous. So, I was a bit naughty and I delved into this earlier on, and I decided, oh yes, Miss Stamper Girl does have a birthday coming up. I wonder if she'll get a card. Lol, 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 lol. Purple, definitely purple. Why is Delise shopping for purple? Because Delise loves purple. She loves it. She can't help herself. Right. So, what we're going to do next is, on each side of this cardstock, I'm going to cut it at 2 and a quarter. Is that going to be enough? No, I don't think that's going to be enough. I'm going to do it at 2 3/4 on each side. 2 3/4. Oh no, that's not right, because that's going to... Oh no, that should be fine. That should be fine. I'm just going to see how that measures up. Yeah, that's going to be fine. So 2 3/4 on each side. So we want that to be that way. No, we want that to be... We want those pointing on the inside. Silly boy. Silly boy. Yes. Excellent. And then we're going to want that to go down the middle like so. Marvellous. I did a thing. So 5 3/4. Wait, that needs to be 5 3/4, doesn't? No. Don't be so silly. So that was 2/8 under the 7. So we're going to cut that to. So we had that, and then I'm just going to take it down another 2 notches to 6 3/4. So that's all I'm going to do with that piece, is just cut that down to 6 3/4, and then that will give us our lovely little outer edge there. So that's going to stick there like that. There's two of who. So I'm going to start with that, sticking that there. I've committed. I should be committed, but I've committed. It's happening. And there we go. I've put all my lovely gloopy gloops on the back, and I'm just going to line that up as best as I can in the middle there. And to me, that is absolutely fine. And we're going to do the exact same with these side pieces. So I'm going to bring those down to 6 3/4. I'm going to try and get the pattern to... So 6 3/4. And then how do we want that to go? Do I want to have those still on the outside looking like that, with that coming in? Because this isn't just what we're going to be doing. So there is going to be an extra part to this as well. We're going to have some extra gold going underneath. But I think that is going to be good. I've decided. And then all I need to do is I'm going to line that up with the edge of the cardstock. I'm going to stick that down with a little bit of sticky tape, with a little bit of my tape, and please do let me know if this makes an awful noise or you can hear it. It's just I need to put my fan on to keep me a little bit cool because it's very warm. It's very, very warm, so hopefully you guys shouldn't be able to hear, and it shouldn't obstruct anything. Right, let's just move those few bits out of the way. And let's see. God, there's too much maths. There's not too much maths. I think I've kept it kind of simple. I think. Have I not kept it simple? I do try to keep things as simple as I possibly can. So I do want to just as well take a moment to say a big, massive thank you to some of the people that are currently in here lurking. I'm not going to call you all out because, you know, it's not fair. And I know you're just here to watch and kind of see what I do and all that kind of thing. If you do want to say something in the chat, please do. I do like to interact with everybody. If not, thank you so much for being here. You're all amazing to me, as well as everyone who's chatting, because you're all brilliant people. And I love you all. You know, I kind of said it 2.3 million times. Without you guys, there isn't me. That'll always be a thing. Right. So, let's do that. I'm just going to pop those little bits out. And how cool does that look? And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to pop that over there, and we're going to have a nice little gold matte layer behind it. So I think it's going to look cool. I've been thinking about this for most of the day, because I knew I was going to do a live. I'm trying to do at least one live a week at the weekend, so that everyone can, you know, kind of get in and have a little watch. And, you know, just join in, because I've like, genuinely, I did take a bit of a big break because there were work issues and stuff like that. So I kind of had to. It was my work hours just kind of dictated, and I got so tired from work. And I don't know why, because it's kind of like a new thing. I think I'm hitting that age where work makes you tired. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but, you know. There we are. We've got that lovely little piece ready, and we're going to do just the same with this one as what we did with that one. I'm going to level it up. So I'm going to use this to level it up, the edge of my cardstock to level it up, and then I'm just going to pull it out right to the edge there for the cutting. And again, I'm just going to stick that down with a few little pieces of my low tack tape and run it through the machine. Oh, and thank you, Alicia, for saying that you guys love me too. I really do appreciate it, because you are all amazing, and I appreciate you all so much. There we are. So that cut beautifully, and this is the one thing about the adorable scoreable as well. It always cuts so wonderfully. I don't know if you guys actually use any of it, but I do love it. It's my favourite cardstock for making boxes and stuff with, because it just works. There we go. And then we have those just there. I mean, how cute does that look? And we haven't even, it's amazing. I think it's brilliant. Sorry, I get overstimulated. Sorry, overexcitement. So sorry. Let's pop that over there. And we're going to bring in the gold mirror card. So that was done to, each one of these was cut at 3/4. 3 3/4. So I'm going to go to just 1/8 under the 4. And we're going to have 2 of those. So 1/8 under 4. And then I'm going to cut that down to 6 3/4. 6 3/4 again on the other one. And those should make a perfect backdrop. No way, ECR! Oh my god, hello! I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here. Oh, and Craft by Jay, thank you, my friend, for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we're just making a quick card. We're just making a quick card. Well, at least I thought we were making a quick card. Where's the die gone? My edgeable die has disappeared. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Where did I put the die? Did anyone see where I put the die? Gaz was making it. Yeah, she should be so proud. I was making up my own words. I've lost my edgeable die, which is a little bit awkward. How can you lose a die? I mean, seriously, what is wrong with me? Has it fallen on the floor? Right. Let's see if we can get the torch on. We'll have a look, see if it's fallen. Has it fallen on the floor? These are the wonderful things. Welcome to live crafting with Gaz. Where's the die cut gone? We're going to play a game called Where's the Die Cut? It was still stuck to the leftover paper. Oh cool, that means it might be in the bin. Did I put it in the bin? Or did I put it to the side? Oh girl, what have I done with that? SpaghettiOs. Oh, is it still in the... It's still in the sandwich. Well, welcome to Crafting with Gaz. If you haven't been here before, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. That is not the first time that's happened to me. Right, I'm just going to punch these little bits out that are kind of still stuck in here, because, you know, we don't want those going on to our gold mirror mats. So, thank you everyone for helping me find the lost... Yeah. So hopefully, with a bit of luck and a fair breeze, once this is cut, that should go in line with that, and then we'll have a lovely little drop shadow or something to that effect. Sorry, I should just kind of behave myself, shouldn't I really? Right, so all I'm going to do is I'm literally going to line that up. I'm gonna line that up with that. I can't. I'm so sorry. I will regain composure shortly. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of an extra space, because we want that to look really pretty, and I might offset it and pull it forward a bit more once we've got it cut. I was just so... My gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Now I've made myself laugh so much I've knocked it out of alignment. I am so sorry, guys. Don't bother, we like the out of control version. No need to be sorry, we're laughing with you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you need to laugh at me, please feel free. I don't mind. I would be laughing at me too right now if I was me. Or you. Or something. Right, let's get that magic mat out. I'm going to do something I would not advise anyone to do ever, and that is I'm going to line both pieces of card up and try and cut them both at the same time. So let's hope that this doesn't turn out bad, because I am going to actually stick it down to the mat with some extra bits of low tack tape. Please stick and stay. Please. Please stick and stay. Thank you. Right. There we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, it's too late because I did it. And there we go. It didn't move. Hooray. Although I did put some... He needs to polish up the mirror card. I'm not polishing the mirror card. Wow, that actually cut through really well. Stop! Stop! Don't do it. It's not worth it. You have so much to live for. It did work. It definitely did work. This is what I get for you overutilizing tape. So overutilize your tape, kids. I did use quite a fair bit. And I always save it for another time as well. So let's get rid of that. I'm just going to tap. Hopefully that should make the few bits that are stuck in there pop out. And I'm going to have to pop all those bits out of that one because they didn't... Oh no, it didn't work. It didn't cut all the way through, guys. That means I'm going to have to reline that back up. Well, that was rather silly of me, wasn't it? Give it a little bit of beating into the bag to get rid of those extra bits. And I'm going to have to reline that back up, which is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's okay. We can do this. We can realign it because it's made a really good impression in it as well. So... Normally these things just work, but it's okay because I can just do that and do that and then it'll work again. Do you know that like all 21... Oh my god, there's 21 people watching. I didn't realise there was 21 people watching. Everyone watch where he puts that die. Yeah, let's all watch where I put the die. Thank you, because you know I'm absolutely hopeless. I am. I can't lie. I'm a little bit hopeless, and I believe that fully cut that. So even though I still had to make the 2 passes, I think that actually went quite well. I'm pretty sure that did go well. I'm very happy for that. It was a really great time. Right. No, I'm not going to do it because it's just wrong. It's awful. Right. I'm going to put the die safely there so that we all know, right? The die is right there. And I don't need it again, but the die is right there. I'm going to put it to the side safely. Let's bring back in the card blank. And the bits that I've already cut, because I need those. I should have 2 bits. So I have this, I have that. And now I can either choose to give that a little bit of a band and overlap, or I can just have it like that. And you know what? I think it looks really nice like that. I'm just going to let that happen. I'm liking that. I think it's gorgeous. I'm just going to let it happen. It's a thing. So what I'm going to do first, he says, is I'm going to go over with some of my dotty tape runner right over the edge of these. Come on, right over the edge. Why is my dotty tape runner not running? What is wrong with you, dotty tape runner? Why do you not want to dotty tape run? Did I break it? Oh well, that's another one to go in the bin. Bye! Right. Let's get a replacement dotty tape runner. Replacement dotty tape runner. There we go. So I'm just going to go along the edge of that with my dotty tapes. And then I'm going to come in. I'm going to give it a little bit of space because I don't want to go right up behind. And I don't want to go too close to the edge of the card either, because the glue will just all splodge out and it'll look silly. So I'm just going to line that up and stick that down. And you know what? I think that looks really cute. That looks really cool. I like that. I like that for us. We're having a great time. And again, I'm going up to the, not too close to the edge of the back of the cardstock. Where is Monsieur Le Pokey Tool? I had you a moment ago. I am losing things, but it's okay because I've got another one. You are the Pokey Tool edge, and I saw you poke you out. Bye-bye. And I need to actually dotty tape run the edge of that because we don't want it to fall off. And I'm going to line that up. This is the part where I'm glad to have that collal glue, because it helps me just be able to line that right up with the edge. And I mean, how cute does that look? Doesn't it look so cute? And we're going to do the same with the other side just now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the dotty tape right along the edge of both of them first so that I don't forget it, because we know that I'm a bit of a forgetful Frida. And I'm going to run a bit of that collal glue line that right up to the edge of the mirror before I press it down. And there we go. I'm just going to do the same on the back of that piece with a lovely bit of collal. It's fancy. I am leaving a 1/8 of an edge. I think it's 2/8 of an edge border, but it's very, very close. I think it is 1/8 or 2/8 of an edge border. And look how flipping gorgeous she looks. Doesn't she look gorgeous? And that's just the card. We haven't even got to decorating it yet. I think it is either a 1 or 2/8 inch of a border, but I think it looks so pretty. It does. I'm such a nerd. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit overexcited. I love it. Sorry. Right. I was going to use the circles, wasn't I? Was I not? Yes, I was. So, what we need is, I believe, I want to try that. But we want it on the next size up, I think. But I did want to. That does fit all of that in, but then I wanted to have the outer edge as that. So I would need to use. Let's bring in our other set of circle dies. I am going to die cut the foil part, or at least I'm going to try to anyway. So if I were to use the next one in on that, because I don't know if that's going to be the same size or not. Yeah, I'm going to lose all of that outer edging because I wanted to do the circly. Fudgesicles. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with it. Am I? You know what? I'm going to do one better. I'm going to fussy cut it. I'm not even going to just do that. I'm going to fussy cut it. Right. Right, that's fine. Skizzers. What have I done with me skizzly skizzers? Right, well, we've got humongous ones here, so we'll just use them. I'm just going to cut the largest parts off first. This is how I do my fussy cutting, and then I'm just going to pick a bit and I'm going to head on in. And I'm just going to fussy cut. Because apparently this is a thing that I do now. It wasn't a thing that I used to do. But apparently it is a thing that I do now. So I do apologise if I disappear off into a little cutting coma. It is, I promise you, it is not intentional, and I will return once I've just finished fussy cutting this lovely little floral circle out. So I am sorry about being quiet. There we go. That didn't take too long, did it? And I'm just going to neaten it up because it does look a little bit scabby around the top there, doesn't it? So I shall neaten it up. And you know what? I like how that's come out. So that's going to be our lovely little central part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that on my bit of gold mirror that I'm about to cut that out with. So we're going to have that. And can you believe, guys, that I actually fussy cut that? If any of you have been here for quite a while, you will all know that once upon a time I used to sit here and go, fussy cutting? What? I don't think so. But apparently it is now a thing that I do. And you know what? I can see another little scabby bit on there and I don't like it. So it's going to have to go. There we go. And that little bit there too. Bye. Off you go. I'm just going to just doubly make sure that everything looks tickety-boo. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fine. We'll get rid of those nasty bits that have all fallen off. Bye! And we're going to run that through the die cutting machine. All the cool kids do it. I'm not sure if all the cool kids should be doing it. Stamper Girl, I have a few friends that craft and we call ourselves the Cutting Crafters. Our motto is we don't give a... Wow. Okay. I'm not repeating that because that's naughty. I've got to try and be a good boy. But I'm right there with you in spirit. Wow. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put that on some foam pads because they deserve to be on foam. So that deserves to be on foam even. So it is a bit overkill using the ginormous scissors to be doing this. But you know what? If it works, right? And just the same as with the rest of the card, I'm going to put a bit of collal on the back of this so that I can... Come on, you silly banana. There we go. A little bit of collal on the back. And this is where I poke my tongue out going, whilst I'm trying to get it to line up. So that is how our flower should look. That's where our flower's going to go. And you know what? I just feel like I'm going to put that on foam as well. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm just going to do it. Why not, eh? I absolutely love a dimensional card. Oh, thank you so much for saying that it's pretty. I do like it. It's one of the nicest cards I've actually done in a while, I think. But then I always think that the last card was the nicest card until I do the next one. Or is that... I don't know. I have lots of different ideas of what I think is good. Oh, you love this card. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I haven't even put the sentiment on it yet. So, there we are. So we have that. And I do think that that extra layering does just give it that little extra, you know, that little extra oomph. Sorry, I get so excited by the simplest of things. I'm a child! So, what sentiment are we going to go with? I think we're going to go with some birthday wishes and butterfly kisses. There we go. And you know what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to chop, because sometimes it's not very often that the pips come off with it, but sometimes they do, and I don't like having the pips on my cards. So I'm going to get rid of the little pippy bits off of the edge, and there's never really that many of them anyway. So I'll get rid of that little pippy edge, and I'm going to grab down oh, come on, don't be a menace to me. Some foam pads, because these ones are a little bit easier to use, and I'm just going to pop one across there like so. Apparently I'm going to take that entire row off of the sheet. I only needed one. And we'll just put that butterfly kisses just there, and we'll put the birthday wishes right down here at the bottom. Oh, I've not got any. Oh, I do have some actually on my mixed media trolley. Where have I put them? I know I have them here somewhere. Ah, there they are. They're hiding in a tub. So we have jemmies. We're going to use some jemmies. I'm going to use some of those jemmies. I do have a lot of glue and stuff. So I'm going to use my little jemmies. Which ones are we going to use? We're going to use those ones, aren't we? So I'm just going to get a couple of them out. Go on, out you get. And I need, what, 3 is it? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right, so I just need to put that on the other end there. Pick that up. I didn't get my glue gun ready, did I? That was very silly of me. And I'm going to put a little line of jemmies I know that glue is a little bit poking out from the bottom there. No! You weren't meant to do that. You were meant to stay on the picker. No! Okay, well the picker doesn't want to... what's that word? Comply. So I will use the tweezers instead. I thought the picker was going to comply, but never mind. There we go. And then we got 2 little gemmies. Look at the risk taker putting the glue on the gem whilst it sits on the wax pencil. Yeah, you jinxed me. That's not fair, Miss Francie. That is not fair at all. I'm just going to reline that back up. I really like how these are turning out. So these aren't Hunkydory gems. These ones are just gems that I've had for about 500 years in my stash. So it's probably best I actually use them. So there we are. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of there. And we're going to have our little lines of gemmies. How do you like the glue gun? Oh my god, it is fantastic. I will say to you, right, I got this glue gun not March just gone, but the March before, and I'm still on the same pot of glue. I haven't refilled it. I've not needed to, and it was a full bottle when I first got it. So amazing. And there we have it, my lovelies. We have an absolutely gorgeous butterfly birthday card with gemmies. And that'll look much better when the glue dries, because the glue will dry clear. I absolutely adore that card. It is gorgeous. And this is a completely different thing that I would never have thought of doing before using the Hunkydory stuff. And all I've used, right, so this tells you how far Hunkydory stuff goes, right? I've used 3 toppers and a sheet of card to make that. I think it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. So, what we're going to do is obviously put the most important thing on, because we have to. I've not done this in ages, so I really feel like I need to. So we do have to do the most important thing. Because I don't get to do this with the cards that I send into Hunkydory, because obviously, you know. Maybe I should start doing it. I never really asked if I could or not. I should really ask if I can. What are you doing on there? Get off. Come on, get off, you little bugger. Right. And then we're going to put that on there. Ta-da! That's my most favourite part about making a card. I get to do that. I get to put my little handcrafted by Gaz stamp on it. Such a child. So yes, is there anything else that you guys would like to see me make with this kit? Because I know I was naughty. I was a bit naughty, and I only had the plan for the one card this evening. So, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me, and I've been live for an hour. And normally I'm live for a little bit longer than that. So, if you would like me to make another card. How about a girl, no. I need to prepare for a tunnel card. I can't just whip up a tunnel card out of nowhere. Right, okay, we can do a shaker card. We can do a shaker card. That's not a problem. Right, now, do we want me to use this kit, or do we want me to use the Christmas kit that just came with the magazine? That is the real question here. Oh no, silly little Jemmy. Silly little Jemmy tried to make his escape. And he did make an escape. I've just dropped him. Oh gosh. That means I've got to pick another Jemmy out and stick it back on. Whilst I'm fixing my little faux pas, naughty Jemmy, You guys can decide if I want to use, if I should be using the new Christmas card kit, or if I should carry on using this kit that we've been using to make this card. I did say Christmas. Oh, you missed it, didn't you? Oh, you missed the magazine. So this is the bi-monthly magazine from Hunkydory. Let me just move that out of the way because I don't want to wreck the card. So this is the Christmas magazine out of the Hunkydory, and I'm thinking maybe we should use this to make a little. We can use this to make a shaker card, can't we? Shall we use this one to make a shaker card? A shaker card. Because I do have some lovely snowfall acetate. My brain is working over. The Santa is gorgeous. I love all of these images. I'm not sure which one to go with. Oh, I can't decide. Pardon me. We can make a little fold back shaker card. Ooh, I know which one I'm going to use. We're going to use this one. And we're going to use the coordinating cardstock to make a fold back shaker card. Right. And we're going to get the Christmas wishes sentiment out too, because that came with the kit. So we're going to use that, we're going to use that, and we're going to use that. I will need to move to get some die cuts, but I will do that when the time comes to needing the die cuts. So what I'm going to do to make things simpler for myself, because I am a lazy mare, is I'm going to trim that down to 11 by taking, where are we with that? So it's 11 3/4. So if I take it down to 11, I need to make sure I cut it evenly though. So I want to get it down to 11, but I want to make sure that I'm cutting it evenly. So I need to take 1/4 of an inch and then 2 extra eighths off of that side. So 1/4 of an inch is there, and then 2 extra eighths is there. And then take that down by 1/4 of an inch, and then 2 extra eighths that side. And that should make it 11. Haha! Amazing! And then we're going to score it at 6. I think that's right. Half of 11 is 6, isn't it? 6, 2 6s are 12. Sugar plums. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Score it at 5 and a half. Because I've got twin blades on this. 5 and a half, and then at 2 and a half. And then we should have a little bit of a bip-de boop. And a flip-de-floop. And we should have, I think I should have done that at 3, but it doesn't really matter, it's fine. It'll still work. It's fine. It's fine, there's going to be plenty of space. So what we're going to do is take our super duper Mr. Snowmans. And we're going to place that on. Oh, we could make this a bit of a small. Oh, we can make this a Z fold, girls. Oh my golly gosh, we can make this a Z fold. Right, let's just take. Yeah, I'm going to take that down to 6. We're going to make this a Z fold. Nope, and I need to fold that the other way, silly banana. Oh no, that wasn't the best idea I've ever had. That really is not the best idea I've ever had. Oh no. Oh no, I've ruined it. It's fine, we won't make it into a Z fold. We'll just do it as that. So, what I need to do first is pop Mr. Snowman out. And then what I'm going to do is get a spare piece of white card, which I should have some offcuts somewhere. Where have I put the offcuts? I know there's some offcuts. I did have some offcuts. What do I do with these things? I'm such a nana. I know what I did. I put it all away. Haha! Offcut. Right. We're just going to draw through that with a black pen, because that is exactly what I need, is another one of those. And this is where I'm going to get Mr. Scan and Cut to help us out. Actually, I don't even need to get Mr. Scan and Cut to help us out. I'll cut it myself. So there we are. And it's okay about the black pen because it's not going to get seen, because it's going to be hidden by my workings. I might need to neaten this off, but I'm literally going to just get that bit off because it was annoying me. Right. And then I'm going to neaten this. There we are, and that's all nice and neat. And that, so how we're going to make the shaker for this is we're going to build up the shaker. So we're going to stick that in the middle. We're going to put a line of foam around there. We're going to put a bit of acetate over that, and then that will make our lovely, oh my god, hello darling, thank you for popping in. How are you doing, my sweet pea? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Jana. So what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to, just for now, line that up with that. I'm going to pop a bit of glue on the back of there. And just you wait till you see the shaker mix for this. Oh my gosh, you are going to die. And then I'm just going to pull that away so it's not in the way. Oh. pull that out of the way. And that should be the absolute perfect placement for that. And then what I'm going to do is come in with some foam to make it into a shaker. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this in half and double layer it up. And I'm literally going to go round just the outer edge of the picture, because that's the bit that I want to be shaking. I don't want to have any of the shaker bits going where they're not meant to be. And then what I'll do is I'll just chop that little bit off just there. And I will cut a bit extra because we need to double that up anyway. And I want it to be roughly the same. And I'm not so fussy on how this looks underneath because you're not going to see it. And what I'm going to do is, because I've got that piece ready to go on there, I'm just going to double that piece up already. Behave yourself, you naughty little sausage. And then I've got that little doubled up piece there ready to go. I'm just going to remove the covering off of that, because there is going to be a double layer. I do actually have a few large pieces just happening to be laying about, so we'll go through those bits first. I can't believe I'm making a shaker card on the fly. Right. I didn't quite line that up properly, did I? Whose idea was it for me to make a shaker card again? Naughty little sausage will now be a part of my daily vernacular. Well, I'm pleased to be of service. Right. And I've just cut that off for absolutely no reason, so that can go back onto the roll and pretend like it never got cut off. Right. There we are. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab my shaker mix. If I remember correctly, I actually need to stand up to get this because it's all Elizabeth's fault, everyone, that I'm making a shaker card. There we go. I just need to remember what drawer I actually put the shaker mixes in, because apparently I'm a numpty and I can't remember. Ah, there they are. Wait till you see the shaker mix. How cute is that shaker mix? How absolutely adorable blobble. And it's going to go so well. I don't want to put too much in there. I struggle with shakers, they get stuck. Any advice? So what I would do if I were you is what I'm doing now. So I'm building it, either build it up with your foam on what you're going to stick that on, or build it up like I've done it just here. and put your shaker in before you remove the outer edge of your top layer, and then that way, if it gets stuck, it won't get. Sorry, that way it won't get stuck. It'll all be sat. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the outer top layer of my phone, and I will show you how I'm going to make this work, because what I'm going to do is, he says, so I'm going to apply Collal glue to the back of this, so when it goes down onto that foam I can still wiggle it. I've got enough time to wiggle it about and make it centre and sit properly, so it's not, so it should be absolutely perfectly sat. And it does help if I actually put the acetate on it first, because, you know, without acetate it's not going to stay. All of that stuff is going to fly out. So let's just rewind that a little bit. And I'm going to get a lovely piece of Hunkydory's snowflake acetate. We're going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything I can to not make that an absolute troughin' mess. So I'm going to just get that glue to go off quickly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my outline again on the acetate, because I'm a numpty. And I'm going to, I don't know if I've got the right type of pen. I did have a Sharpie, but I don't know where it's gone. I'm going to try using this pen because it's a Threaders heat pen. That will make it disappear. And that's done absolutely nothing. Marvellous. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this without my... Let's just put that over that way. Okay, just trying to tidy things up and it's just making it even more a mess. Oh my god, Crafty Stacey Lou. Hello, my darling. How are you doing? Yep, glue my... Yeah. That's a better idea. Thank you very much for that, ECR. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm literally... I'm just, yeah, I'm having a day. How are we all, though? I mean, are we having days? Are we having days? Is it just me that's having a day? So I'm just going to go over the top of that glue with a bit of tape runner, so that it will actually stick to the acetate. With a bit of luck and a fair breeze, it should stick to the acetate. There we are. I have a day every day of my life. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week because I don't know, for those of you who know or not, I actually went to a music festival last weekend. And I lost 4 days in it, and I can't say anything other than that. I literally lost 4 days in a field, rather drunk. It was a great time. I had a great time watching the acts. I even got myself on telly because I happened to be right at the very front for a performance, and they focused in on me and my friend. So we had a wonderful time. It wasn't as good as Woodstock. Nothing will ever be as good as something like that. Right, let's just neaten that off. There we are. Right. Now this is the part where things could go a little bit. There we are. Try and get that to go back into the middle there and not stick to the side. Do you mind? Right. You're not the right end I was looking for that. So that. You, no. We're not playing this game, Barbara. In you go. Thank you very much. And now I've got to line this up perfectly and stick it down perfectly. And there we go. There's our little shaker element. With all the shakery bits inside. Sometimes a little bit sticks to the acetate. There's not really a lot you can do about that. That sticks to the outer edge for foam pads. But I know we're not playing this game, Barbara. I'm so sorry. I know, because Babs is probably in here and she's watching and she's going to be like, what? So I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Babs. And I'm just going to put a bit of collal on the back of the, about half of it, because I want it to sit like so. I was going to make that into a Z fold and then decided against it when it looked horrible. And now all we... Girl, please. And now all we need to do is finish decorating. So, what do we want to put over here? We could put... oh, you know what? I actually like the idea of those. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use that. Again, these things go so far. So I'm going to put one of these down at the bottom here. One of these at the top there. And those little punch out bits I'm going to put gems on. And that should look really, really cute. Or at least I think it will anyway, because I'm a lunatic. I'm not a lunatic, really. But, so, I'm so sorry, guys. I do apologise for people whose first time who is here. I'm a little bit eccentric. But thank you so much for popping along. I'll try this again, put a border on the side of the card. That is too short. Ooh. Well, if you hold on a moment... I was actually going to put it on some gold mirror card. Is that all right? But I was going to get to that in a minute. I'm just finishing doing the bits that I would like to do right now. I'm losing the plot, like seriously. So just to bring in that look of, yeah, that look, I'm going to use some of these gemmy Jews, these little gemmy gems, because they're gemmies and they're gemmy. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. And then I've got to grab some gold mirroring once I've done that. So I'm going to do that. Because what I should have done is actually... There was a plot. Yes, the plot thickens. No, don't do that. You're meant to sit in the tweezers, you naughty little Jemmy. There was a plot. It thickens like gravy. Have you ever had gravy? Have you guys ever had English gravy? Like some, because I know there are some English people here, and you all know what real gravy is, but Americans don't know what real gravy is. Have you guys ever had British gravy? Because it is gorgeous. Right, let's put that in there. Now, what I need to do... I could do a faux. So I could just do a faux arrangement, but I think I will actually get a proper piece of gold mirror. And we will make it a little bit bigger. So, gold mirror. hoping I still have some in my drawer. If not, I'm going to have to get it. That is not gold mirror. That is silver mirror. I'm going to have to get up and get some gold mirror. I will be right back in just 1 second, because the gold mirror is just over here. There we are. So, I want to make that, get that out of the way, you naughty little sausage. And that too, because we don't need that. So I need that to be at 11 3/4 by 6 1/2. Where are you, Mr. Paper Trimmer? (11 3/4 by 6 1/2. Oh wow, that was a bit much, wasn't it? So I don't need it 11 3/4. I actually need it at 11 1/2. It would seem 11 1/2. Yeah, because I want about 1/4 inch. So yep, 11 1/2 it is. 11 1/2. I'll take that 1/4 inch strip off. So that should look a little bit like that. And we only need it to be 6 1/4. 6 1/4. I'd rather it be too big, and then I have to then recut it down, because I know what I'm like sometimes. I get cut happy. And then if I just, I'm going to flip the card over, line it up with, wait now, is that right? So if I were to put that there, that would then be 6 1/4. There's still 1/4 inch too much. Right, okay, that's fine, we can trim that down. So we actually wanted it at 11 1/4. Silly me. So it's 11 1/4 by 6 1/4 for the back piece. I should have done this first, but you guys know what I'm like. I'm a little bit of a nana. I'm a little bit of a banana. So I need to score that at 2. It should be scored exactly the same as the other piece, shouldn't it? So it should be scored at 2 1/2 and 5. Oh no, it should be scored at... You know what? I'm not even going to try figuring it out, because I will just literally make it into an absolute dog's dinner. So I'm just going to line it up on the back. And I'm going to put a little, just a little dash where I need to score. And then I can't fluff it up. So about there. Oh, silly me. Lid comes off. Score it there. Score it there. And then I just need to fold that and that. Did that not score properly? It did, it just didn't. Right, let's burnish. Where's my burnisher? There it is. Burnish, 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 burnish. There we are. Just run a bit of glue. I really should have done the matte and layering first, guys, so I do apologise. that I've kind of made the card a bit back to front, but it kind of teaches you that, you know, even when you don't do it properly the first time, you can still fix it and everything's going to be just fine. And I scored that wrong. And there we go. I did cut that 1/4 of an inch off that I shouldn't have done. I do apologise for that. You were right, I will have a short side. And yes. But considering that I hadn't actually planned to make this, actually that kind of still looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Or is that just me? I think it still looks pretty good. For making a card on the fly, because that kind of looks like, it looks kind of like it's like, do you know what I mean? It kind of looks like a book. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little slither of that off. You know what, I'm going to use that to do it. I'm going to use that one to do it because it should fit underneath there and cut nicely. So I'm just going to literally take a little slither off because I think it just looks a bit too... There we go. Yeah. And there we go. I think it kind of looks like a little bag. Oh my god! Welcome on in, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. So, we've got Mama Lala. Welcome, Baroness Lala. It's so lovely to have you. So, I'm just going to quickly put the, as always, marvellous stamp, marvellous stamp, marvellous stamp, super duper marvellous stamp. Just on the back. And there we go. Handcrafted by Gaz. So on this live we've made one lovely Christmas card using the... Which collection was it? It was the Christmas collection that came with the Hunkydory magazine. And I have completely forgotten the name of it. It is Cherished Christmas. So we've made one little Christmas card with Cherished Christmas, and we've made one card with the Tranquil Gardens collection. Can you tell which one I planned? I will just say a massive thank you for all of you being here, as always, because without you guys there is no me. Yeah, and thank you also very much, because you are all absolutely amazing human beings. I know I'm killing everyone at the moment. I made 2 cards in 2 hours. Actually, I started at 7:30. It is now 9 o'clock. So it's about 2 hours. I've made 2 cards. And I really do like the shaker on that as well. So thank you for asking for that ECR, because yeah, it's cute and I love it. And even though some of it's stuck up around there, it kind of looks really cool, like the snow's falling anyway. So again, thank you all so much. You've all been absolutely wonderful, fantastic as always. I will see you next weekend. Now it will either be Friday or Saturday, but during the week I will put up the live. You can find me on Handcrafted by Gaz on Facebook. You can find me on Handcrafted by Gaz on Instagram. Gosh, what else? If you do have any questions about what I've made, or any questions with anything to do with crafting that I can help you with, email me at askme@handcraftedbygaz.co.uk. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I love you all so much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye!